Now, when I reached out to you, one of your blog articles really connected with me. And so I want to talk about this before I get you into telling everybody about your book and everything, because that's really important. I want people to hear your approach and your process here. But we hear about the holy grail of healing as being able to forgive everybody for whatever it is that they did. And you and I, when I read your opinions on it and your beliefs about that, I was like, yeah, I kind of feel that way too. Which is, and I've mentioned this before, and it's like, I'm not sure that that's how I feel better about is sitting there and handing out these platitudes to everybody of I forgive you, I forgive you. That means I'm a better person now, and then I've grown in anything, because I know for myself that, it's hard. It's hard to just forgive somebody for something. I can understand them. I mean, I can get it all down and go, I can see, your own history. I can see the trauma that your life was enveloped in. I can see where, the things that affected you and how you grew up and all those other things. I understand all of that. How do I say I forgive you to somebody that doesn't even like register for them? That to me, it's like they're not going to change their behavior. They're still the same person. What am I really doing with that? And that's where my internal struggle is. And I know you've really kind of thrown this around in yourself, and you have your own ideas and beliefs about that. You want to, what is forgiveness to you, and where is its role in your life?
Forgiveness is earned, like straight up. Like forgiveness is earned. Like you don't just get it. And this is interesting because in this community, what I will call, whether it's the coaching or mentoring or self-help or mental health community, we can wrap them all into one community. People push back on me on this so incredibly hard. And I stand by my words, and I believe 100% what I say to be true for me. And if it's not true for you, that's fine. I don't care. Here's what I think about forgiveness. As an analytical person, I can go and look at any scenario or any situation, and I can backdate it to the beginning and go, okay, this is the why, right? Mm-hmm. Especially in intergenerational trauma, I can go, oh, okay, that makes sense. Your father beat your mother, who their parents beat them, who their parents beat them, and then you got slave trade mentality and blah, 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 right? Goes on forever. Well, sure. But guess what? You're an adult, and you make choices, and you make decisions. And if you choose to abuse children, you're an asshole. Sorry. There's no two ways about it. You're a poor human being. And so that said, I can understand it, and I can look at it, and I can, even at times I resonate. I go, oh yeah, I get it. I understand why you did that. Do you get my forgiveness? No, not unless it's earned. What have you done to show me that you, A, have rectified the situation, B, you have learned about yourself, and C, that you've changed the behavior? Most people don't do those things. Mm-hmm. They just go, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I smashed your face into a wall when you were 7 years old. Oh, great. I'm glad you're sorry. Well, we really worked that out. Really, thanks. And I'm being passive aggressive about it right now, but this is how I truly feel. I think this is a really important thing to kind of sit with. This idea that understanding gives you fuel to create what's next in your life. There are people in my life who I have forgiven, and there are people in my life who will never get it, no matter what. They just won't, because there's no way that a scenario will ever occur in which I'll go, okay, you've done all the things to make up for that action that was so deplorable that even when I think about it, it makes my body hurt, right? That person's never going to get forgiveness. And it's not an anger that I carry with me, but there's a chip on my shoulder. And I go, you know what? I'm going to fucking prove you wrong. And it becomes this really beautiful fuel that I use to keep myself motivated, because I do a lot and I extend myself really deep. And I have these moments of when I'm tired, I go, nope, fuck you, man. Fuck you, woman. I'm going to keep going because of that thing that you've done to me. And I don't need forgiveness. People say, well, when you forgive, you get to let go. I don't want to let go. I want to remember every day, so I keep moving forward so that my mission and my goals get completed. Because I think, and this is for me, and you may find that you need forgiveness to let go so you can move on forever and never think about it again. I want to think about it every day because that's how I'm going to change the world. And that works for me. So the thing is, you have to keep in mind is what works for you. What is your best case scenario? Is forgiveness a tool for you that's going to allot you the ability to move on and move forward and change your life? Or is it a tool that you can use where you go, you know, I'm not going to forgive you, but I understand it's better that we never talk to each other again. We don't really need to be in contact. And that moment, that experience, that thing is going to motivate me to become my best self. And so it's hard because like people will argue with it and say that forgiveness is a must if you want to heal. I don't think so. My life is awesome right now. Like literally, because I've done a lot of the really deep, dark, dirty work and I love myself. I love my life. I love what I get to do for a living. And none of that involved forgiving the people who destroyed my childhood.